outstanding job tonight. First, I want to commend the staff, putting together a really good game plan for our guys. And our guys going out there and playing really well, playing hard, playing aggressive, not playing perfectly, of course, but effort makes up for mistakes, and that's the way our guys played today. Once again, a lot of credit to Mike Bloomgren, the offensive line. The run game plan was phenomenal, really well executed, high effort, high energy execution by our guys on the offensive side. You know, it's interesting too when you start the season the way that we did, and not playing well, and still learning ourselves and growing and pushing. Our guys stayed tight. Our guys stayed together. They heard all the things that were said, in particular on the offensive side, that we couldn't beat Stanford because we didn't have a big back. We've got a big back and a little body. He's a heck of a football player, not just a great runner, great receiver, kickoff returner, punt returner. Had an outstanding night. His teammates had his back. It was great to see other guys come in and make plays. Austin Hooper had a heck of a night tonight. You know, I thought Kevin did a good job managing the game plan and honestly getting us to the right runs and seeing what they were in defensively. Great job on third downs. We needed those third down conversions and made those. You know, defensively, hey, first half we bent a little bit. We didn't break. Made some big plays, got some big turnovers. We were talking about getting pick six. It's been so long since we got that pick six, and it was great to see that by Elijah Holder. He's been playing really well all year. It was great to see him jump that one, take that one back to the house. Give a lot of credit to Ronnie Harris. Ronnie Harris played a heck of a game. Blake Martinez, once again, played a heck of a game. Really just got the wind knocked out of him. We thought it might be worse, but it was just the wind knocked out of him. No concussion issue at all. He had a little cut under his chin, but he was fine. It's good to see him go back in the game and play well. You know, special teams-wise, hey, we got the return game going, and that's one of the pieces that we've been looking for to get going with our return game. Our guys did a really good job. Questions?
David, considering the night that McCaffrey had on national TV here, do you think that he should be in the conversation even more so now for the Heisman Trophy?
Okay. Next question. Number one, attitude. Ronnie Harris just passed by. I remember we started training camp last year. You know, we as coaches, we don't spend time with them in the summer, so we hadn't seen the guys. And I passed by Ronnie, and I say, "What do you think of the freshmen from this summer?" He said that McCaffrey's different. You know, just he didn't approach the game like a young guy, like a freshman. He had a lot to learn. We pushed him last year. We gave him bits and pieces last year to get him comfortable, build his confidence. But his attitude, his approach to the game, he never gets tired. He wants to learn and grow all the time. He likes to run through tackles. He loves to run the ball between the tackles. He's not one of those guys that likes to just get the ball outside. And he's very versatile. He's become a better pass protector, as we needed him to. He's run the ball between the tackles. And he's got great vision. And the last piece of the puzzle that we needed to get from him this training camp was patience. Patience with the pullers and getting in the right position and reading those blocks. And you see him now. You know, it's half speed behind the line. And then once the block gets to the defender, then he hits the gas. So he's just an outstanding football player. And, you know, he's just a sophomore.
David, how would you describe Owusu's catch on the flea flicker and how that play developed?
You know, I get the questions all the time about why we do the Wildcat, right? We do it for a lot of reasons. Number one, it's been one of the most efficient parts of our game for 5 years now, 4.5 years. Been averaging 6 to 7 yards a carry this year. It's averaging even more. That's one of the plays that we have off of it. We did in the Rose Bowl a few years ago against Wisconsin. We did it at USC, Andrews last year. Threw the ball from Andrew threw it to Ty Montgomery. It's just one of those plays that you have to have in. If the safeties are dropping down, you have to have that. And Francis, you know, I got to commend Francis. Francis doesn't play a lot, but when he plays, he makes big plays. He had a big play at USC, a couple of big third down catches the last couple of weeks. He plays his role. He goes in and blocks, but he's in the game in critical positions. And that catch, I can't describe that catch. I still can't. I don't understand what happened, to be honest. I was looking at my call sheet for the next call because I thought it was incomplete. And the guys were telling me that he caught it. I said, he didn't catch it. It's incomplete. And then I showed up on the board, and apparently I've been told that my facial expression was on TV for many times, and I still feel that way right now. Just a phenomenal catch. But that's where good teams are good. When guys get a chance to make plays and they make them. Second receiver, third running back, third tight end, whomever. Guys go out there and make plays. Whatever their role is, they excel at it. And I commend Francis for all that he's doing for us on offense and in special teams.
Coach, in the first half, it didn't seem like you were putting as much pressure on Rosen, and in the second half, considerably more pressure on him. You hurried him, sacked him several times, chased him out of the pocket. What changes did you make at halftime that allowed you to do that?
Not a lot of changes, as much as it was the score. Once we're going into halftime with a 3 or 4 touchdown lead, the game changes for them. It's hard to keep running the ball. They have to drop back and throw the ball. So our guys up front can pin their ears back and get after the passer. And all of our guys up front, once it becomes that kind of a game, we try to get after him. We try to affect his throws and make him throw it early, or if he holds it, hit him and get him on the ground.
David, you took a lot of heat after the opener with the offense in particular.
You noticed that.
Was there something at halftime of the UCF game in particular that was said or an adjustment made that kind of kick-started this?
Nope. I believe 100% in doing what you believe in and staying the course. This is a profession nowadays. Once again, I grew up in this profession. It's just different now. It's different. People panic all the time. Whenever something doesn't happen, people panic. Coaches and players can't panic, right? We've won a lot of football games here, playing the right way, playing smart football, playing good football, and it's hard for the outside world to understand it. Sometimes you don't play well, right? But the bottom line, as a coach, you want to make sure that even in the games we don't play our best, we try to find a way to win. That was what was disappointing about that first game to me, is that we didn't give ourselves a chance to win, even though we didn't play well. But it was really having our guys trust the plan, having the guys trust the coaches trust the guys, and the guys trust each other. And we got to the point where, it's a basketball terminology, I've said it a bunch of times, somebody's got to make the first basket. That's what that flea flicker was at UCF. We make great throw by Kev and some pressure, great catch by Michael Rector and a great route, and we took the lid off the basket. And everybody kind of relaxed and said, we know what we're doing. We trust our scheme. We trust our guys. We just went back to playing football and having fun doing it. And that's I commend the guys for having the maturity, because it was real easy. It was real easy. And for me, hey, I can take the heat. It doesn't bother me. Whatever. But a lot of those 18 to 22-year-olds in that locker room, sometimes they can be affected by all the negativity, because it was bad. It was really bad. And I commend the guys. I commend the seniors. I commend the captains in particular for rallying the troops and saying, hey, we've been here before. We've played bad before. Now let's go out there and play well. And we've done that ever since.
How about the play of like Thomas and the down 3 should do, and they just again they keep on making plays there.
John Lynch was our honorary captain. John had those guys stand up in front of the team, those defensive linemen, to commend them for the effort that they're playing with. I mean, for the most part, playing 3 guys in all these games, and those guys just coming back and getting banged up and coming back in the game. I commend our training staff for taking care of these guys. But what can you say about them? I mean, big hearts. They love each other. They trust each other. They know that the team needs them. So they got to suck it up. They got to fight through. Great to get Nate Lone back this week. I mean, that was just a huge help, just have another guy to rotate in, which I think helped them. But, I commend Solomon, Brennan, and Aziz just for their work and their effort. And we'll take care of them during the course of the week. Make sure they're healthy during the course of the week, because we're going to need them again next week.
Coach, is Kevin Palmer okay?
We'll see. We got to get him checked out. I don't think it's that bad. Hopefully he'll be back next week. We'll find out for sure.
And one last thing, did you think that the targeting call was a correct call on the Martinez hit?
I think it was. And it's just a rule change, Back when I played, and this was a long time ago, that was commonplace. You know, it's peel back. You peel back and you get a crack on a guy. But I think it's a good rule. It's a proper rule. It was applied properly. I don't think there's a lot of upset or discussion about it. It's one of those plays that when you talk about it, if you show clips like that, we can't do that anymore. It's a play that we all continue to learn from because it happens on special teams, on punt returns. Guys have to watch out for that. You can go back and you have to shield that guy. You can't unload on him above the neck like that.
Hey, David, do you think you've evolved at all as a coach, maybe since the end of last season, maybe since this year started? Maybe not X's and O's, but just maybe in your demeanor or in how you interact with players, how you maybe coach from Sunday to Friday? Do you think you've evolved?
Not so much Sunday to Friday, but a little bit. And I said this during the course of the week. There's a great T-shirt going around. Everybody seems to have a lot of fun with. But last year, I used to say to the guys all the time, don't keep your passion for this game a secret, and don't keep your passion for your teammates a secret. And Ronnie Harris last year challenged me to show my passion, to show my energy. And I would say that's probably the biggest area of growth for me, is to let the guys know that I'm into it too, that I'm enjoying it too, that I can celebrate when they win and when they make a play as well. So I would say that's probably the biggest area of growth for me. Thanks, guys.